Hello and welcome to Always Elite. Today we're going to review AEW Dynamite from April 29th, 2020. But before we do that, why don't you smash that like button? It really helps out the channel a lot. Also, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can buy some Always Elite merch. Now it starts off with Cody talking about Darby and how he earned his way into AEW and how he earned Cody's respect. But he also talks about how he's going to win the match against Darby. Darby says that Cody's just a corporate sheep. Could this be a heel turn for Darby? Then it went right into the match between Darby and Cody. The winner moves on to the AEW TNT Tournament Finals at Double or Nothing. It was a great match all the way around. Darby took full advantage of Cody after Cody had injured himself. As you can tell, I'm outside. Injured his knee. But Brandy then gets injured on the outside when Cody moves out of the way of a charging Darby. That pisses him off, and he beats up on Darby pretty well here. But Darby eventually goes back to the knee, and it looks like Cody's in a lot of pain. I don't know if it's just kayfabe or it's a real injury, but it looked pretty bad. Darby with a crossroads, Cody's own move against him, but Cody kicks out. Darby goes for the finish with his coffin drop. He hits the coffin drop, but Cody turns him over, rolls him over, and picks up the victory for the win. So he moves on to the tournament finals. Then a Scorpio Sky talking about joining SCU and how he gets along with Daniels and Kazarian. And that he doesn't just want to be a superstar, he wants to be a legend, which means he eventually wants to go for the world title. Then it goes right into another video of MJF saying how he went to his doctors and the doctor said he was a miraculous recovery from his hangnail. But as he was ready to return to the ring that morning, he had another horrific injury. He cut himself shaving. He says he can't believe he didn't bleed to death, but he'll be back soon, he promises. Next up, it's Musa versus Warlow. Do I need to say more? This is just a squash match against a local competitor. Warlow in about 2 minutes, with an F10 for the win. Next, we get the Bubbly Bunch. They talk about Sammy winning the Flim Flam Challenge, and then Jericho wants to start a Manitoba melee. Basically, it's everybody just doing a move to the phone, which in turn hits the next guy, and then the next guy, and the next guy. There was a couple of cameos in there. The one that caught me off guard and caught me the best was Vicky Guerrero. It was hilarious. Then it was Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian versus the Best Friends in a no DQ, no countouts match. Doesn't take long for the toys to come out at all. Jimmy almost immediately goes for some toys. Jimmy just knocks out everybody with a chair, including Orange Cassidy, which allows Jimmy and Kip to basically take control of the entire match after that. After a miscue by Kip, Best Friends beat up on Jimmy, and then mayhem breaks out. Near fall after near fall. Chuck gives Jimmy an awful waffle, which really looked awful. It really was bad. Into some chairs, and he gets the pin for the win. Next, it's Britt Baker talking about being a role model, and as you can see here, it's tip number 2. Then it's Shawn Spears versus Barren Black, another local competitor. Spears just puts on a clinic against this guy. Lasts 3 or 4 minutes. C4 and a sharpshooter. Spears gets Black to tap out. Then we get Marco Stunt versus Brody Lee. Brody just destroys Marco in about 5 minutes. He just toys with him and plays with him the whole time. Black hole slam and a power bomb for the win. Brody wins another match. Then Jon Moxley speaks about being thankful for the fans and his wife, and says he will be at Dynamite next week, which is going to be live. Yeah, you can thank Vince McMahon pretty much for that one, because his wife Linda is Trump's small business and finance leader. She basically donated $18.5 million to Florida, and lo and behold, magically that day, the governor declared that all combat sports are essential. Gee, let that one sink into your cerebral cortex for a while. Then we get the main event. It's Lance Archer versus Dustin Rhodes. Winner faces Cody at All In for the TNT title. Lance just tosses Dustin around and around and around, and Dustin just hits Archer, and Archer just laughs at him. Dustin gets busted open on the forehead after Lance kicks a chair into his face. I mean, it's not a bad one. It's right about here. It bleeds pretty good, though. Dustin just won't give up, though. Lance keeps hitting him with move after move after move, and he just won't give up. Dustin musters up enough energy to give a crossroads to Archer, but Archer kicks out at 1. Lance finally ends it with an EBD claw pin. So it'll be Lance Archer versus Cody at Double or Nothing for the TNT title on May 23rd, which, by the way, they did switch it back from May 29th to May 23rd, and it will be live on pay-per-view. I don't know if it's going to be on Fight Network and all them other ones, but we shall see. Well, that's the end of Dynamite. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the show. Also, vote in a poll and let me know how you felt about the show. And remember, always be elite.